Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Comics, and today I'm going to be making a video of my Blu-ray collection for 2018. So I thought I'd make this video to start off the year and then at the end of the year, which is far away, but I'm sure we'll have a lot more Blu-rays to show then. But for now, I want to show you my collection, which includes just about 170 Blu-rays, so that's a lot. And I wanted to get to show it to you guys, and let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed the video. And let me know how many Blu-rays you have in your collection, if you collect them. Alrighty, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to be starting with my MCU collection, and let's get going. Alrighty, so the first one we have right here is Iron Man 1. This one's awesome, the one that started off the MCU. And by the way, I'm going to just say little things about the movies, because I don't want it to take too long, and I'm not going to bother showing the backs as well. If you want more in-depth reviews of any of these movies, make sure to let me know down below. Alrighty, so here is Iron Man. I really like this re-release of it. The design of it's really cool, and I like how all of them match up, because I do have some of the other ones as well, like this one right here. We have Iron Man 2. Really like the look of this one. It has the awesome suit that he gets in the movie that comes out of the suitcase. And I just really like the designs of these and the gold background on it. Alrighty, and then the next one that we have here is the Avengers, and this one's awesome as well. And all of these come with the digital copies as well. And there it is with all of the Avengers on there. It looks awesome, really cool. And let me know if you want more like videos just on these separate Blu-rays too, because I can definitely go more in depth for you guys. Here is Guardians of the Galaxy. I haven't taken the price sticker off of that one yet, but it's pretty cool right there. I really like this one as well. And I like how they all have the Marvel Studios logo at the bottom, because I like how that one looks. Here is Age of Ultron, which is a awesome one as well. Really like the look of this one. Great how it has all the heroes on there. It looks awesome. Alrighty, and then the next one is going to be Ant-Man. That's awesome. I really like the look of this one. It's very simple, but I like how it just has Paul Rudd on there. And I kind of like how it doesn't have him with that helmet, because they changed the helmet in Civil War, so kind of keeps with continuity a little bit better, in my opinion. Alrighty, and then the next one is not one of the re-releases. It's the original one, Civil War, the Collector's Edition that comes with the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray and Digital HD. I really like this slipcover. It's one of my favorites. You can kind of see me in there as well, filming this. And this one's awesome. It's the Collector's Edition, and a really great one to get if you really love the MCU. I'm not sure if they have it anymore with the slip, but you might be able to find it. Alrighty, and the next one here is Doctor Strange, and I really like this one as well. Super shiny. Love how these ones look, and Doctor Strange was an awesome movie. It was actually my favorite movie of 2017, so that's an interesting fact for you guys who did not know. And I'm probably going to be coming out with a video for my top 10 movies of 2017, so let me know if you're excited for that. Here is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This one's awesome as well, and look at that shine right there. It just looks amazing. Really like how that slipcover looks, really colorful, and I like how it has all the characters on there. Or at least all the main characters that the movie focuses on. Alrighty, and now the final one from the MCU that I have here, which is Spider-Man Homecoming. Really like this one as well, and I know I'm missing some of the MCU movies, but I'm working on getting all of those eventually. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have all of the ones up to date. So I do like this cover now that I've seen it in person. I didn't really like it when it was first revealed, but I don't mind it as much now. Alrighty, and now I'm going to be moving on to the next set of Blu-ray. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing you guys my Disney movies, including Pixar Disney movies as well, which we're going to get started with. The first one that I have here is A Bug's Life. Really nice slipcover right here. I got the re-release version of this where it just has a close-up of one of the characters, but I like how this one looks. I know some people don't, but I don't mind the simplicity of it. And then the next one that I have right here is also the Monsters, Inc. one with the same style slipcover. I love this one because Sully is one of my favorite characters from Pixar, and he just looks so, like, huggable. You just want to give him a nice big hug. And then the next one right here is Finding Nemo with a cute little Nemo on there. And I really like this movie. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies. My favorite Pixar movie is The Incredibles, but I don't have it on Blu-ray, so hopefully I'll be able to get that at some point this year because I know Incredibles 2 is coming out and I'm super excited for that movie as well. And then the next one that we have right here is Cars 1. I know some people aren't a fan of the Cars franchise, especially the second one, but I really enjoyed them all, so I have Cars 1, and it is awesome. And I really like Lightning McQueen on there, because red's actually my favorite color. And then the next one that we have right here is Cars 2, the one that nobody really, or a lot of people don't really like. But I enjoyed this movie, and I like Mater, and I kind of like the spy idea. I know some people are like, oh, it's like unrealistic, but I don't know. This is going to be controversial, but I think it's just good fun, this movie. If you just kind of turn off your brain, and remember, it's just a kid's movie. It's just trying to entertain the kids. And I know that those Disney movies can be more than that, but I just like that one for fun. Alrighty, then the next one is another controversial one, The Good Dinosaur. I know a lot of people didn't like this one, but it's actually one of my favorites. The animation in this is just beautiful. It is so nice, and the slipcover on this as well is amazing. As you can tell, I'm a real slipcover guy. I'm going to be showing all of my slipcovered movies first, and then we'll move on to like the ones that don't have slipcovers, which is like less of the collection. It's like 20 Blu-rays or so. Alrighty, then we have Finding Dory here, which was a great movie. Really good surprise there. I was happy that the sequel to Finding Nemo was good because, you know, Disney Pixar doesn't do that too much. I guess they did it with Toy Story. And then not much else, I'm pretty sure. Let me know if I'm forgetting some. I probably am. Well, I guess Cars 2 and stuff like that. But Finding Dory is definitely one of the best, and I really enjoyed this movie. And I liked how Dory was able to kind of hold her own movie. She was a really entertaining character. Alrighty, and then here is Beauty and the Beast. This is where we get into the Disney movies, not the Pixar ones. And this one's awesome. It is the Signature Collection, which I hope to get all the signature ones. And this one has a great slipcover. I really like how it looks, and it comes with 3 different versions of the film, which is awesome. And it's the 25th anniversary edition. Alrighty, then the next one that we have up is another Signature Collection, and it is The Lion King. This was a recent one that came out last year, and it's awesome. It also comes with a little film frame thing, limited edition thing, so that's kind of a cool add-on there. And I just really like this slipcover, and The Lion King is one of the most amazing movies of all time, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree. It's fantastic. I don't own any of its sequels, like 1.5 and 2, but maybe I'll get them one day if I see them for a good deal. Just like this one that I picked up for a great deal, only $12.49. It's Planes, and I really love the slipcover on this. Now, Planes, I do find it to be a bit generic. I'm not a huge fan of it. I haven't even seen the second one yet, and I know that came out a while ago, so I gotta get caught up on that. But Planes is alright. It's fun for the kids, and it has great animation as well, so you gotta love that. Alrighty, then the next movie that we have up is Zootopia. This is a great one as well. Probably my favorite Disney movie, I can't even lie. It's amazing. So good, like, the topics that it deals with. It's just like our world, as if we were all animals. And I really like that theme of the movie, and the animation is just beautiful. And the characters are so well, like, developed, and you really care about them a lot. Alrighty, then the next one we have here, which is the last Disney animated one here, and that is Moana. I really enjoyed Moana. I thought it was really good. I'm not a huge fan of like all the singing in the movie, but I really like the song You're Welcome by Maui that he sings in it by Dwayne Johnson. And it was just a really fun movie, and the visuals are great in it as well. Alrighty, and now we're going to move on to my only live-action Disney movie that I own, and that is Beauty and the Beast. I actually have not watched this movie yet. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people like it, some people don't, but hopefully I'll enjoy it, and the slipcover on it is just amazing. It looks really, really good. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to another category of my movies, so here we go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be showing you all my DC animated movies collection on Blu-ray. I know I yesterday actually showed you my DC DVD animated movie collection or TV show collection. Now I'm going to be showing you guys my Blu-rays, and let's get started. Alrighty, so the first one is a re-release of Justice League: The New Frontier. I really like these commemorative editions, and I hope they do them for a lot of the older ones, because I don't have the slipcovers for the older ones, so it's nice to get these new releases of them, and I really like how this one looks. I have not actually seen the movie yet, but I've heard great things about it, so I can't wait to check that one out. Alrighty, and then the next one is my other commemorative edition release, and this one is Wonder Woman, which they released for the live-action Wonder Woman. And I really like this one. I have seen it. It's from 2009, I think. And it's a really good one, really sharp animation, and I just like the story of it. Wonder Woman's such a great character, and you can do so much with her. So I just really enjoyed this movie. And it's also for the 75th anniversary, which I'm assuming was last year. And now the next one is Justice League War. This one was amazing. Probably my favorite DC animated movie. So good. And I just love seeing the Justice League come together and all of them meeting. And I always love seeing Batman and Superman together on screen. It's just awesome. And also to see Shazam, that's great as well. And this one's based off the New 52 Justice League comic volume 1, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this one's awesome. Alrighty, and then the next one that we have up is Justice League Throne of Atlantis. I have watched this one as well, and it is pretty good. Not as good as Justice League War, but I do like to see the introduction of Aquaman. And it's great, and as you can see, it's inspired by the graphic novel Throne of Atlantis, and that's Volume 3 of Justice League, if you're wondering if you wanted to pick that one up. But yeah, this one's awesome as well, and really nice slipcovers on all of these. I love getting those. Then the next one that we have right here is Batman Bad Blood. Really great film right here. I love this one, and I love seeing the Bat family come together with some new additions as well. And it's just a really interesting film, and it's not too dark like the DCEU films. Well, some of them, like Batman v Superman, but still a really great film. Alrighty, and then the next one up is Justice League vs. Teen Titans. I really enjoyed this one because I love Teen Titans, and it's fantastic. Just a really good film, and I love seeing them fight the Justice League. I mean, it's not really truthful because spoilers here, but like Justice League kind of gets controlled, or like mind controlled, but it's also cool to see Trigon, which is awesome, and I love seeing Raven too, her dynamic with her father. And yeah, it's just a really good film. Alrighty, then the next one up here is probably the most controversial one, and that is The Killing Joke. So if you really skip the first like 20 minutes of this movie and just skip to where it starts in the comic, it's really good. But it's like that first 20 minutes that was just not needed in my opinion. You just didn't need to add that in there. Because other than that, I feel like it's a perfect adaptation of the comic book and does it real good justice, but the first 20 minutes just kind of messes it up. But as long as you skip through that, or you might not even mind it. I mean, I watched through it, but I know some people are like, oh, I can't stand that one. But it's just like, hey, just skip over it. It's not a huge deal. Alrighty, and then here is Justice League Dark, which is actually a recent pickup for me. I got it yesterday at Best Buy for only $10 with the slip. So I was super excited to get that one. I have not seen this movie yet, and it just looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. And I really hope they do a live-action version of, like, Justice League Dark in the DCEU. I think that would be awesome, because I really like all these characters. And then we move on to the next one, which is Teen Titans, The Judas Contract. Another great animated film, too. You know, I love the Teen Titans, and they're great. I love Starfire, too. And I like seeing, oh, what's her name? I'm forgetting her name right now. But the one behind Beast Boy right there, who he kind of has a love interest with. Totally blanking on her name. Is it like Tara? Something like that. But yeah, she's really cool in the movie, and I just like the team dynamic. Alrighty, and now we're moving on to the last two, and these two are kind of separate from like their DC animated universe, and it's Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders with like the original voices from the classic series with Adam West and Burt Ward. And it is just a lot of fun. Really good film and just wacky fun, and just brings you back to that time of like the 1960s, which I'm pretty sure is when they were released. Like the original like TV show, not the animated movies. Alrighty, and then the next one is the final one, and a bit of a sad one because it was Adam West's last time before his passing of him like playing Batman, but really good film right here. A great like send off to him, kind of. I mean, they didn't know, but like it's a good movie, so it's nice that he got to end on a high note. And a really nice slipcover as well. Alrighty, so that is all the DC animated ones, and now we're going to move on to the next category of films. Alrighty, now I'm going to be showing you guys my X-Men collection of movies from Fox. So here we have X-Men and the Wolverine collection. I love this set. I remember getting it for about $17, which was a great deal. And it comes with X-Men 1, 2, 3. Here, actually, I'll slide that out. As you guys can see, X-Men, X2, X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins, X-Men First Class, and the Wolverine. So I get it all in one nice set, which is awesome. Really good box set right there. And then the next one that we have right here is X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut. This also comes with the original cut as well, if you were wondering. And I'll show you this one cool feature. As you can see here, the slip opens up, and then there's a bunch of characters. Sorry about the glare there. There you go. Alrighty, so I thought that was pretty cool. So there is X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut on Blu-ray. Awesome slipcover right there too. One of my favorites for sure. And I'm proud to say I have all my X-Men movies with slipcovers. So here's the next one, X-Men Apocalypse on Blu-ray. This is an awesome one as well. And it comes in the cool, like, you can see, like, X-Men case. Hang on one second. There you go. See? Comes in the cool gray case for the X-Men, which is awesome. And that is X-Men Apocalypse. Really good movie as well. I quite enjoyed this one. Actually, like most of the X-Men movies, of course not like X-Men Origins. Not a big fan of that one, but the rest of them are pretty decent. And Deadpool, here's probably my favorite one. So funny. What a good movie. And a really nice slip here. Cool textures on it. And just a nice addition to the X-Men universe. And let me know if you're excited for Deadpool, because that's coming out this year, so I'm super psyched for that. And then here's one of the not so great ones, Fant 4 Stick, as some people call it, or Fantastic Four. This one's like, it's not the best. I don't mind it. It's not the worst, but it's not great as well. But, I mean, I like how, Human Torch looks, and I like the actor. I forget his name. Michael B. Jordan, that's it. Because he's going to be in the Black Panther movie. And now we got the next one, Logan, here. And this is the last one. And it's awesome. Really, really cool edition right here. And it's the limited edition 3-disc set, which includes 2 versions. The standard one and the noir version, which is the movie in all black and white, which is really cool. And this is just a great edition of the film to have. Alrighty, so that's all of my X-Men movies. Now we're going to move on to the next category of movies. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing my Fast and Furious movies. So there are all 8 of them I have, and they all have really cool slipcovers. So here's the first one right here, the Fast and the Furious. And this is an awesome one. I really like the look at this, and as you can see, it was only $10, which was a great deal. And just an awesome release, and I really enjoy this movie. I like the Fast and the Furious. There's a few of the movies that I'm not a huge fan of, but that's one of the ones that I like. Alrighty, and then the next one is another one in a matching slip, and that is Too Fast, Too Furious. Another alright addition to the franchise. Pretty good. And I just really like the artwork on all of these slipcovers, because I think they all look really nice, and it's cool how they all match up. The only one that doesn't is the Fate of the Furious, which I'll show at the end. And here's the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. That's an alright one. This one was also $10, and a really cool cover here. I like the orange on it, and I like how it always features some cars on the front, which is really cool, because that's what the franchise is all about. And here's Fast and Furious. Pretty cool one right here as well. Like that red right there. It's a little bit of a darker one right here. And then the next one that we have right here is Fast 5, where Dwayne Johnson came into the series, and he's awesome. I love Dwayne Johnson. He's one of my favorite actors. And just a really cool cover right here. I really like that one. And let me know which one of the Fast and Furious movies is your favorite. And then the next one right here is Fast and Furious 6. So this is a pretty cool one as well. And as you can see, it has a nice yellow coloring to it. So I like how that looks. And all of these come with the Blu-ray and digital HD. Then the next one is the last one with these matching slips, and that's Furious 7. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. That's terrible. Sucks that we lost him. But, I mean, at least this movie was pretty good. I did enjoy it quite a bit. And then the next one is the newest one in the franchise, and that is the Fate of the Furious. As you can see, it's not the same style there, but it's still a really cool slipcover, and I really do like this one. But it was weird that they put the extended director's cut only on digital. I haven't watched that yet, but I have seen the original cut of this movie, and it's pretty good. It's an alright action movie just to have fun with. Alrighty guys, so that's all of my Fast and Furious movies. Now we're going to move on to the next category. Alright, now I'm going to be moving on to all of my Harry Potter movies, including Fantastic Beasts as well, all in matching slipcovers, which is really cool. So let's get started. So the first one that we have right here is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, a really cool slip right here. I love the design of these and how they have the year on them in the bottom, year 1. So I think that's really cool, and they're all 2-disc special editions, except for Fantastic Beasts. That one's not one of those, but these were all like special slip covers, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure for the release of Fantastic Beasts, because as you can see, they all have the up to $8 coupon up there. And this is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Really cool one as well right here. And I love all the Harry Potter movies. I think my favorite one is Deathly Hallows Part 2. But I love them all. They're all just amazing. And it might even be The Prisoner of Azkaban. I really enjoyed this one. I have to give them all a rewatch because I haven't seen them in a while, but all of them are really good movies. And I love this cover. It looks really cool, really eerie. So that one is year 3. Okay, and now the next one up is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I really like the blue of this slipcover, how it's coming out of the goblet. Looks awesome, really, really cool. And this one is year 4, so that's awesome. Super cool right there. Alrighty, and then the next one that we have is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And I really like this slip as well. Super nice looking. Really shiny. And these all come with digital codes as well, if you were wondering. And I think they were all $15 for me. And I live in Canada, so that's the price for here. Alrighty, and then here is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Really cool slip as well right there, and a really good movie as well. And let me know which one Harry Potter movie is your favorite, and if you enjoyed Fantastic Beasts. So here is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Super cool slip right here as well, and they're all have a really nice texture to them. So I like that. This one is year 7, part 1. And then the next one is the final Harry Potter movie to date. And that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Super cool right here. I like this cover. It's very simple, but also very mysterious and dark toned, because that's kind of how this movie is. But it's really, really good. Alrighty, and then the next and final one is the brand new one, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think the second one's coming out this year, actually. And this one's awesome. I enjoyed this movie. I thought the CG was really good. The story was a little bit lacking for me in comparison to the other Harry Potter movies. But just for a movie in general, I thought it was pretty decent. Alrighty, so there were all of my Harry Potter movies and Fantastic Beasts, so now we're going to move on to the next set of movies. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the DC EU movies and all of the DC TV shows that I own on Blu-ray. Alrighty, so I'm going to get started with the movies because there's only 4 of them because, that's all they have so far, other than Justice League, which hasn't been released yet. on Blu-ray, but here is Man of Steel, a really good Superman movie. I enjoyed this one quite a bit, and it has one of the best scores I've ever heard. Really, really iconic, and Henry Cavill does a great job in the role. Alrighty, then the next one that we have right here is Batman v Superman, a bit of a controversial one, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought the Ultimate Edition made it even better. And a nice cover right here. It's kind of weird how they put Wonder Woman in the middle, but it's alright. It's cool how they feature the whole Trinity, which I like. And then the one that I like the least, and I'm not a huge fan of, but it's alright, Suicide Squad. It's a decent movie. It's an alright watch. I'm not a huge fan of Enchantress as, like, the main villain, but the rest of the characters are all pretty good. And I really like Deadshot, like Will Smith's portrayal. And Amanda Waller is kind of almost the kind of secret main villain, I guess. And then right here we have Wonder Woman, probably the best DCEU movie and a really good superhero movie in general. And I really enjoyed this one and thought it was really well shot, and Gal Gadot does a great job as Wonder Woman. And it's a pretty fun movie as well. It doesn't have that super dark tone. And I really like Chris Pine as Steve Trevor. I thought he did a really great job. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to the TV shows, and that is The Flash, the complete second season. I don't have the first season on Blu-ray, but I plan on getting that eventually, but I really like this cover. It looks awesome, and I really enjoy The Flash TV show. It is fantastic. Then the next one right here is The Flash, the complete third season. Awesome right here as well. Great cover. I like how they all just feature Barry Allen there as the Flash. He looks awesome. Really, really cool. And then the next TV show right here is DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Really cool one here as well. Like the look of that slip. It looks awesome. And these all come with the Blu-ray and digital HDs. Just so you know, and this is the complete first season of that show. Then the next one that we have up here is still in its plastic. A little bit of it's ripped off, but I just haven't got around to opening it. But that's DC's Legends of Tomorrow, the complete second season. I haven't been keeping up with the third season. I plan to binge watch some of it eventually, but second season was really good. I'm up to date on that, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then here is the next one, which is Supergirl, the complete first season. And this one's pretty cool. I don't mind Supergirl Season 1. I feel like Season 2's a lot better. But Season 1's alright. Has a good amount of action. And now here's the one that I much prefer, which is Supergirl Season 2. This is kind of when CW took control of Supergirl. And I think it was really, really good. For the best for Supergirl. I mean, the first season's good as well, but I feel like the second one ramps it up quite a bit. And then the next one that we have is the one that isn't connected to the CW universe, and that is Gotham, the complete second season. Once again, I don't own the first season of this one, but hopefully I will eventually, and it's on Netflix anyway, and I've already seen it, so I've seen all 3 seasons of Gotham. I know there's the 4th season, but I haven't been keeping up with that. Only one I've been keeping up with is The Flash, because it's my favorite. So here's Gotham, the complete third season. This was a really good season as well. I enjoyed this one quite a bit, and I like all the villains in the show. Feel like Gotham might have the show with the best villains, other than Flash, with like Reverse Flash and Zoom. I really like those two, and you might be wondering why don't I own any of the Arrow seasons. It's because I'm kind of waiting for them to put those all into like one box set, because I'm behind on those, and I mean, I've watched like the seasons, but I'm behind on collecting them, and I don't want to just end up getting them individually when I could probably just get them in a box set for cheaper. So I'm going to wait for that probably. And then here is not a TV show, but a crossover kind of. It's the Vixen, the movie, the animated CW movie. And this one's pretty good. It was kind of a combination of the CW seed like shorts for Vixen all combined into a movie. And it's pretty good, and I like how Flash and Arrow cameo in it. So that's a pretty cool one as well. And that is all of my DC TV and movies. So now let's move on. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you guys my Hobbit movies and all of my Star Wars movies and TV shows. Alrighty, so the first one up here is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. I actually have not seen any of the Hobbit movies, so I can't really comment on them. I bought them with their extended editions, but I've just not seen them yet. But I know they're apparently pretty good movies, and I like The Lord of the Rings, so hopefully these ones are pretty good as well. So here's the first one right here, An Unexpected Journey, as I said. And these all come with the Blu-ray and digital HD codes as well. So here is the Desolation of Smaug. I've heard that this is the best one, so I'm excited to see this one, and it's the extended edition as well. So pretty cool packaging on all of these, and as you can see, the case slips out there, and they're all black cases, which is pretty cool. It's very sleek. And then the third and final one is The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. This is a cool one as well, and I just love all the designs of, like, the characters and all the, like, the creatures in these movies. And I know I haven't seen them, but from, like, trailers, I mean. And I'm sure they're all going to be really cool and entertaining movies to watch. Now we're going to move on to all of my Star Wars movies and TV shows as well. So the first one that I have right here is the complete saga, as you can see. Right there, we have Darth Vader on the cover, which is awesome, super cool. And these include episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's great. Let me know what your favorite original saga Star Wars movie is your favorite. My favorite Star Wars movie, though, is this one, The Force Awakens. It was just such a good movie and a really great introduction back into the Star Wars universe, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people compared it to A New Hope, but I thought it kind of stood on its own as a really great film as well. And I really like seeing all the new characters and how they use, like, modern day special effects in the Star Wars universe, because it looks really, really great. And then here's a bit of an underrated one, I feel, Rogue One. Some people kind of downplay this one, but I feel like it's actually a really, really good Star Wars movie. And here's a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. Well, actually a huge spoiler. I kind of like the idea of how they just kind of kill all the characters. Like, it was just kind of, like, not random, but, like, you don't expect that yet, because you feel like, oh, it's a Star Wars movie, everybody, like, at least some of the main characters will survive. But nope, they just get rid of all of them, and that makes sense, because this is a prequel as well, so you'd be wondering, why didn't we see these characters in any of the other movies? And this one has a really cool slipcover as well. Alrighty, and then the next one that we have is where we start with the Star Wars TV shows, and I have right here the Clone Wars, The Lost Missions. This is kind of like, I think, like season 6, I think, or it's like some extra thing, but I really like the slipcover on this one, and I wanted to get to pick this up. I don't own the Clone Wars TV show on Blu-ray yet, but I hope to get that one day. But for now, this is awesome, and I really enjoy this show. And it has great animation, so definitely check it out if you haven't. And here's the newer show, Star Wars Rebels, the complete second season. I do have the first season, but it doesn't have slipcover, so I'm going to be showing that later in the video with the non-slipcover movies. But here is Star Wars Rebels, the complete second season. Really like this slipcover. It looks awesome, and it was actually a pretty good season, and I like seeing Ahsoka again, because she's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. Really cool. And just all of the characters in this show are really interesting. Alrighty, so there's all of my Star Wars and Hobbit movies, so let's move on to the next category. Alrighty, now I'm going to be going into the category of kind of a bunch of random movies done by 20th Century Fox, and I'm doing this because they're all in the same kind of box set form, so that's why they're all in the same category, so let's get started. Alrighty, so the first ones right here are Rio 1 and 2. Pretty good animated movies. I wouldn't say they're some of the best, but I like Blue Sky's animation style. And these two movies have quite a bit of heart to them, and they're a lot of fun to watch. And then the next one is a really fun trilogy that I enjoy quite a bit because I really like the books, and that's Diary of Wimpy Kid 1, 2, and 3. It was nice to be able to get them all in a box set, and I will never buy that new one because I just heard it was terrible. I can't even bring myself to watch it, and I just want to stay pure with these 3 original ones because I thought they were all really, really good and well done, and I thought all the actors did a good job in their roles. Then here's another trilogy of movies, Night at the Museum Collection. I enjoy these films quite a bit, and the cast is really good in them, and the special effects are actually pretty decent considering like the first one's a little bit of an older film. So I enjoy all of these movies. Let me know which one's your favorite out of all of these sets of movies too, like out of all of the trilogies. And then here is 5 movies in one set here, the Ice Age collection, and it's a pretty cool set. I like the Ice Age movies quite a bit, especially I like the second one a lot. The rest of them are all pretty good as well, but they're not fantastic. But the animation's definitely really well done, and a lot of care is put into that. And I like all the diversity of characters. Alrighty, so here's another 2 set of movies, and this includes Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So these are both phenomenal movies. I also have War for the Planet of the Apes, but it's in a separate stack. But this one these 2 are both super cool. Dawn is my favorite, but Rise is also a very good film as well. Alrighty, and now the next one's right here is another trilogy, a not so great trilogy. The first one's really the best one, but here is Taken, the collection. I just really love Liam Neeson. He's a really good actor, and I enjoy all of these films quite a bit. They're all just fun action movies. Alrighty, and then the next one is a cool Christmas set right here, Home Alone 1 and 2. I don't have this thing unboxed, but obviously I've seen both of those movies, and they're both fantastic, and I really like what's the actor's name? I'm blanking on the actor's name who plays Kevin, but he does a really great job, and these are both just really fun movies. And probably some of my favorite Christmas movies in general, other than the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies. Those are like my favorites. Okay, and then here's the final one. This is the King of Horror collection, Stephen King. Stephen King's It, Cat's Eye, The Shining, and Salem's Lot. These are all pretty cool setup movies, and I got this one for like $25. It was kind of to promote the movie It, the new one, which I love that movie. It was super, super good. And yeah, there are that set of movies, so I hope you all enjoyed that, and now we're going to move on to the next set of movies. Alrighty, now I'm going to move on to showing you guys my Spider-Man movies and my Back to the Future trilogy and Ghostbusters movies. Alrighty, so I'm going to get started with the Spider-Man trilogy, and this is the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire trilogy. I really enjoyed all of these films. If I had to rank them, I'd say Spider-Man 2 is my favorite, then Spider-Man 1, and then Spider-Man 3. Now, I believe that Spider-Man 3 is not the worst movie out there. It's not the best also, but I think people are just comparing it to the other 2 films in this trilogy, which were so good, so it makes the third one just look terrible. But I find that it's actually not that bad of a film. So there is that Spider-Man trilogy. And I got that one for like $15 a long time ago. Because here I have a reissue here, which is a digibook set. And that also includes the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy on Blu-ray and digital. And this is a limited edition collection, which is super cool. I really like the design on the front with like the silhouettes of the villains and Spider-Man on the front there in color. It looks super, super cool and a really well done design there. And that was kind of to promote the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And I have the Amazing Spider-Man movies in a similar set to that one as well in digibook form. And these movies are great as well. I really enjoy the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's one of my favorite movies, I think. I know a lot of people don't really like that one, and that'll be a controversial opinion, but I really enjoyed the film and thought it was super good, and I still think it has one of the best Spider-Man suits ever in it. And I don't mind this suit as well. I know some people called it like a basketball suit, but I think it looks alright. And I like the silhouettes of the villains on here as well. Let me know who your favorite Spider-Man villain is as well. Mine's probably got to be maybe Venom or Green Goblin. I'm really big fans of those guys. And Doc Ock too. Those are probably my top 3. Alrighty, and here we have the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Trilogy. Really like this set as well. It's a digibook too. Not going to show you guys inside though, but here's the cover, and it looks awesome. And as you can see, I got this one for about $22, so it was a pretty good deal for all 3 of these movies. And let me know which one's your favorite. I enjoy them all, but I'd have to say probably the first one, then the second, then the third. So in that order. Pretty simple order. And then we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in another digibook type set. And I really enjoy both of these films. I think everybody can really agree that the first one's the best, but second one's good as well. And the performances in these movies are really, really well done. And I like the cover here too with the ghost showing 1 and 2. Alrighty, so there are all of those films, and now we are going to move on to the next set of films. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next set of movies, which include Space Jam, The Bourne Collection, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and the Alien Collection. Alrighty, so let's get started. So the first one here is Space Jam on Steelbook. I really like how the Steelbook looks. It's awesome, super well detailed, and just a really nice look of like all of the characters there. Still haven't opened this one, and I actually haven't seen the movie. I think I saw it once when I was really little, but I don't remember much, so gotta give this one a rewatch at some time, but I just had to pick this up because it looks awesome. Super cool steelbook design there. Let me know if you prefer your movies as steelbooks or with slipcovers. I'm interested to know that. Maybe if I can figure it out, I'll put up a voting poll for you guys. Alrighty, and here's the Bourne Classified Collection. This one does not include Jason Bourne, which I do own separately, which I'll show later on in the video. But here's the Bourne Classified Collection, and I enjoy all of these movies. I think they're all pretty good. The first one's probably the best, but that's just my opinion, so let me know what your opinion is in the comments below. Alrighty, and then the next one is a really great set of movies. And those are, hang on one second, sorry, the J cards on there slipping off. But here's the Indiana Jones, the complete collection, which won't be complete for long because I know they're making that new one, but for now it is. And those are a super cool set of movies. I really enjoy all of those, and they're really awesome. And Harrison Ford does a great job. He's one of my favorite actors of all time, and I really like him in that role. Definitely suits him very well. He does a great job. Alrighty, and then the next set here is the Jurassic Park collection, which does include Jurassic World and includes 3D versions of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park 1. I enjoy all of these films. They're all just really fun. I didn't mind Jurassic World. I thought it was alright. I'm excited to see the second one this year. Hopefully it'll be really good. And I hear it's going to be take more of a horror approach, like scaring people from dinosaurs and stuff, so I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. And there you go. It's a pretty cool set. And then the next set that we have right here is the Alien Anthology. The only one that this one does not include is Alien Covenant, which I actually have ordered on Amazon, so I will be getting that soon. So probably do a Blu-ray update for you guys, not with all of the movies obviously, but just with the new ones that I get. So here's the Alien Anthology, super cool set right here. And these are all digibooks as well, if you wanted to know. And they all come with the Blu-rays and digital copies. Alrighty, so there are all of those movies. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so now it's going to get really random because here's just a random selection of movies that I have in a stack. So let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so here is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray. I know I showed this in a digibook collection, but I have this one separately because I just love this slipcover. It's one of my favorites, and I might even do a video ranking, like, my favorite slipcovers, maybe my top 10 if you guys are interested in seeing that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the look of that slipcover, and the film is good as well. So if you haven't given it a chance, definitely do, because I enjoyed it, and it's a lot of fun. Then we have a TV show here, Season 2 of Justice League. I do have Season 1, but it doesn't have a slip, so it's in my separate section. But here's Season 2. Really enjoyed this TV show. It's awesome, super cool. And if you're thinking, oh, it's just a kid's show, you should definitely check it out, because it's actually really, really good. And then the next one that we have here is yet another TV show, and that is Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 2. Really, really like the slipcover on this one. It's awesome, and I love all of the Looney Tunes shows. They are a lot of fun, and if you haven't checked any of them out, definitely do yourself a favor and check them out. And then the next one that we have here is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition release. And this one's awesome. Really, really nice slipcover here. I have 3 of these like anniversary collections, which I will be showing you guys. But this one's really cool. And let me know out of the 3 that I show you, which one is your favorite. Alrighty, so the next one that we have right here is Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the 45th Anniversary Collector's Edition, and this one's cool as well. It's probably my least favorite, and once I show you the next one, I'll let you know my ranking of all of these. And then the next one that I have right here is Frosty the Snowman, the 45th Anniversary Collector's Edition. And that one's great as well. Really enjoy this movie. It's my favorite one. Then it goes Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and then Santa Claus is Coming to Town. But I really like the animation on this one. And Frosty the Snowman's just so cute and lovable. So I really enjoy that movie quite a bit. And then the next one that I have right here is the Lego Movie, which is an awesome movie as well. It comes with the Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD, and it's probably my favorite animated movie and definitely my favorite of the Lego Movie trilogy that's out right now. And it's just a really fun film, really energetic as well. Then the next film that we have right here is another animated one, and that is The Secret Life of Pets. A really fun film as well. Really creative, I find, and I just like seeing all the cute animals in it. They're all really awesome. And I like Kevin Hart as the bunny because you think he's cute, but he's actually pretty violent. And that one also comes with 3 mini-movies, so that's also a really cool bonus. Then the next one we have right here is Scooby-Doo, Franken Creepy. Really, really like the slipcover on this one. It has a really nice design there. And I just love Scooby-Doo. It's one of my favorite cartoons, and I've always been a fan of the animated movies. I know some people are like, they're kind of trashy, but I like all of them. And this one's also a really cool addition to that. And then the next one here is Ice Age Collision Course on Blu-ray. I know I have the Ice Age set with all of the movies, but I have this one separately as well, because I picked it up before I got that set, and I still like it, like having this separate edition, because the slipcover is really nice as well on it. Alrighty, and then the next one we have right here is the Peanuts movie on Blu-ray. It's the collector's edition as well, which is super cool. And I love the animation in this movie. It has some of the best animation I've seen in an animated movie, and it has its own really cool style to it. And I feel that it brings new life to the Peanuts franchise, and hopefully we'll get more movies from that, because I really enjoy it, and I think kids of the new generation will enjoy it as well. Here's the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. This one was really good as well. I enjoyed this one. Had a little bit too much singing in it for me, but it was still a really great addition to the SpongeBob movie franchise, I guess you could call it. There's only 2 of them, but I know that they're coming out with a 3rd one, so hopefully that one will be a good addition as well. And here's the last one in the stack, which is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Really cool right here. I love the Christmas themed slipcover here. Looks great. John Candy and Steve Martin are probably a really good combo. I have not seen this movie yet, but hopefully it's going to be really good, and it's celebrating the 30th anniversary, which is really, really cool. Alrighty, so there are all of the films in that stack. So now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, now I'm going to be doing another stack of random movies, so let's get started. Alrighty, so the first one here is War for the Planet of the Apes, which I mentioned before when I was showing Dawn and Rise that I had this one. So here it is. It's pretty awesome, really, really good film, my second favorite in the trilogy. And just overall an amazing character piece for Caesar. He is so good in this movie. And you just care about him so much, and you just feel for him throughout the whole entire film. And it's got a real good amount of action, and just overall a fantastic movie. Then next up here, we have Baywatch on Blu-ray. Really enjoyed this one too. I have not seen the extended cut yet, but I've seen the normal cut. And it's a really fun movie, and I love The Rock and Zac Efron as a duo, so it's just a lot of fun in my opinion. Alrighty, then the next one here is Speed. I have not seen this movie, but I got it at Walmart in this cool 20th Century Fox slip. Really like how this one looks, and it's also, I've heard, a really good movie. Alrighty, then the next one right here is what I've heard to be a pretty rare Blu-ray, Better Watch Out. I got this the day it came out, so I was really excited to pick that up. I've heard it's pretty good. I have not got a chance to watch it yet, but hopefully it turns out to be a really good film. Alrighty, and now the next one is Keeping Up with the Joneses. This is a bit of a guilty pleasure movie. I just enjoy this one. It was only $7 at Walmart on Black Friday, and I was like, I just gotta pick it up. It's just a really fun movie. Alrighty, and then the next one is Arrival. I have not got the chance to see this yet, but this was actually the last one with the gold sticker on the slip, so I thought I just had to pick it up, and it was only $10, and I've heard it's just amazing. And I really like Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner, and Forrest Whitaker's good as well, so I can't wait to take a look at that movie. And then the next one right here is Jason Bourne, because as I mentioned before, this wasn't in like the Bourne collection set, so I had to buy this separately. It was like $12 at Best Buy, so good deal. And I have not watched it yet, but hopefully it turns out to be a good installment in that franchise. Then right here we have Identity Thief. Was lucky to find this with a slipcover. I'd been looking for it and finally found it at a grocery store of all places. Really love Jason Bateman, and I'm a huge fan of Melissa McCarthy, and in this movie they just both play off each other so well, and it's just really, really funny. So definitely wanted to make sure that one was in my collection. Then the next one right here is one of my favorite movies of this year, Get Out. Oh, it was just so good. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the whole entire film. And the acting is just so good, and the directing on this one is just amazing. Really enjoyed this movie, and if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. Alrighty, now the next one right here, as you can see, which I got for $10 a long time ago, but it's Mad Max Fury Road. I've still not checked this one out. I know some of you will be like, what are you doing with your life? Because this movie is amazing, apparently. So I definitely want to get a chance to check it out at some point soon, because just of what I've heard about it. Then the next one right here is Sully with Tom Hanks. Love Tom Hanks. He's one of my favorite actors, and this movie was just really, really good. He just plays such a good character, and it's based on a true story also, which is great. Really like films like that. And it was just really, really good. And great, like, I guess CGI with the plane. I really liked how that looked. Then the next one is The Nice Guys. This was a great movie with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. They were so good together on screen. I know this is one of Chris Stuckman's favorite movies, and I can't argue with that. It's amazing, really good, and just a fun time. Then the next one right here is a pop art slip, my only one, King Kong. Just had to pick this up. Orange is also one of my favorite colors, and I really like how this looks. It's real clean, and King Kong in the middle there, he just looks fierce, and I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really good. I still have not seen Kong Skull Island, but hopefully that one will be good as well. Here is Power Rangers, and this is an exclusive for Walmart in Canada, and it looks awesome. This movie was a lot of fun, really good. Some people thought it would be cheesy, but I thought it actually turned out to be really good. And I'm actually a fan of the suits in the movie. I think they look really, really nice. So yeah, there's Power Rangers. And then right here we have a trilogy of movies. Turtles, the original movie. Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And Turtles in Time, the third one. So this is a really cool set right here. A cool triple feature. Haven't seen these movies in a while, but I should probably revisit them at some point because they're pretty fun, I can't lie. Alrighty, so there is that stack of movies done. Now I'm going to move on to my next set of movies, so let's go. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my small 4K collection of movies. I've just started picking up 4K movies, and I feel like 2018 is going to be a good year for 4K, so hopefully I wind up building up this collection quite a bit. But I have a few titles right here to show you guys, and the first one right here is Hacksaw Ridge. This was an amazing film, really well done, and one of Andrew Garfield's best performances in my opinion, and just a really, really good war film, and I can definitely agree with that on the bottom there, the best war film since Saving Private Ryan. It was just amazing, and hopefully it's going to look really good in 4K. Alrighty, and then the next one right here is one that I mentioned earlier, Kong Skull Island. I have not seen this yet, but I did pick it up on 4K, because I thought it would probably look pretty good, and I really like the slip on this. It's really clean, and hopefully it's just going to end up being a good movie. Let me know if you've seen that one down below and if you enjoyed it. Alrighty, and next up we have 2 Lego movies right here. We have the Lego Batman movie on 4K, which is awesome. And, you know, Batman says he only works in black, so, you know, you gotta do it in the 4K right here. So, this one's awesome. Really enjoyed this film, and hopefully it's going to look great in 4K. I don't have a 4K TV yet. I have a 4K player in my Xbox One S, but I don't have the TV yet, so hopefully I'll be able to get one of those at some point. And here's the Lego Ninjago movie on 4K. This one's awesome. I cannot wait to watch this in 4K. And I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a really good movie. And I can see why some people didn't enjoy it as much, because you really have to know the Ninjago show and have a connection with it, which I do. So I really enjoyed this film and thought it was really good. And that slip is awesome. Really cool to see all the characters together on there. Alrighty, so there are all of my 4K movies. Now I am going to move on to all of my non-slipcover movies, so let's get into that. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you guys all of my Blu-rays without slipcovers, so let's get into that. Alrighty, so the first one that I have right here is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Really enjoyed this movie. It's actually the only Pirates of the Caribbean movie that I have watched through. And I thought it was really good, so I can't wait to check out the other ones. And the whole cast is really good, and Johnny Depp is definitely great as Jack Sparrow. Alrighty, then the next one right here is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. And this one's probably going to be pretty good. I was about to say is pretty good, but I haven't seen this one. And hopefully it turns out to be a good movie. So I can't really say much about it, but I have it in the collection, because, you know, I'm a completionist. Then the next one right here is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This is also hopefully going to be a really good film, so there you go. And then the next one right here is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. So that's a cool one as well. Alrighty, and now we move on to films that I have seen. And here's Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. As I said before, I'm a big fan of Scooby-Doo movies and the Scooby-Doo TV shows. And this one was really fun. I really enjoyed this one. And you should definitely pick it up if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo. Righty, then we have another Scooby-Doo right here. Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. That's a cool one as well. Really spooky, kind of scary cover right there with that Loch Ness Monster in the background. And I just love Scooby-Doo. It's so funny, and I love all of the characters. Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby, of course. And then here's Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword. Really cool as well. This is probably my least favorite of those 3, but still a fun movie in all. Alrighty, then the next one right here is including 2 movies, and that's Legally Blonde 1 and 2. Really like these movies, and Reese Witherspoon is great in these 2. Definitely prefer the first one over the second one, but they're both good movies and all. Alrighty, and then the next one right here is Fantastic Four 1 and 2. The first one and Rise of the Silver Surfer, so that's awesome, and there's all of them on there. Pretty good movies, you know, not as bad as Fan 4 Stick, but these ones are pretty decent. For their time, at least. But I really want to see the MCU's version of Fantastic Four. I think that'll be cool. Then we have the Madagascar, the complete collection with all 3 films here. Let me know which one's your favorite. Mine is the first one. I would put that movie on rewatch like every night when I was little. It was just so much fun, and I still love these movies. They're so great, and I just love all the characters and their journey. Sorry about that. I hit the camera a little there. But now we have Megamind right here. Really like this animated movie as well. And it was a pretty cheap upgrade. I had it on DVD before, so I wanted to upgrade, and it was only $8. And it also comes with the Button of Doom, which is a little mini adventure. So it's pretty cool. Good value. If you haven't seen that one, definitely check it out. Then we have the Lego Movie on 3D Blu-ray. It's my only 3D Blu-ray, and I really like the cover on this one. This was actually the first Blu-ray that I ever bought. So if you were ever wondering, this is it. And it was a pretty Good transfer, I think. Haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really comment too much, but sure it was pretty good. And then right here we have Aladdin from the Diamond Edition collection for Disney. This is my only Diamond Edition one, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this one's out of print. I don't see it anywhere, and I got it off Disney Movie Rewards for like 2,000 points, I think. So, felt like it was pretty good value. Sucks that it didn't come with a slipcover. I'm on the hunt for that. But, yeah, still pretty cool. Really like the design on there. Alrighty, and then we have Stephen King's It right here. I know I have Stephen King's It in the box set for King of Horror collection, but I have this one separately as well because, you know, why not? It's a pretty cool poster right here on the front as well. Nice design. Pennywise is pretty creepy as well. I'm actually wearing a Pennywise shirt right now. Then we have Spy right here on Blu-ray, which is awesome. Really good movie with Melissa McCarthy, and I love Jason Statham. He is just so good in this and so funny. And just overall a really good movie. It definitely was a surprise. I thought it might be a little bit crappy, but you know what? It actually turned out to be pretty good. Speaking of crappy movies, here's Green Lantern, the extended cut. I know some people might like this film. I thought it was alright. It had good aspects to it. It had some alright ideas, but it just didn't execute them properly in my opinion, but still alright, and I wanted to own it anyway, so there it is. Alrighty, then the next one right here is one of my favorite Marvel movies, Iron Man 3. It's one of my only ones without a slipcover, so I gotta fix that at some point, but yeah, pretty cool. I enjoyed this film and I liked the twist with the Mandarin. I know that might be a controversial opinion. I know some people don't like that twist at all. But I thought it was pretty cool, and just seeing all of the different armors in the movie was tons of fun. Alrighty, so next one is what I mentioned way earlier in my video, that I have the complete first season of Star Wars Rebels. It just doesn't have a slipcover, which is quite disappointing because I would like it to have one, so hopefully I can find one day in a store. But for now, this is alright. It's the show that matters, the actual content. And it was a great first season for that show. Then we have the Lego Batman movie, which I have a small story to tell. I actually found this in Walmart, and all of the ones had the sticker on it for $8. And I was digging through the bin, and I found one with a $5 sticker on it. So I think they made a mistake. So ended up getting this movie for only $5, which is a great deal for it. It's actually really good. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Some good animation in it as well. Alrighty, then we have Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. I'm pretty sure, other than Mask of the Phantasm, which came out recently on Blu-ray, this is like one of the only Batman animated series things on Blu-ray. But, I mean, soon enough we're going to have the whole series, so that'll be amazing. I cannot wait for that. That'll probably be a day one pickup for me. But, yeah, here it is. Pretty cool. Nice cover right there. Then the next one right here is we have some more Batman. Batman Under the Red Hood, one of my other DC animated movies without a slipcover. That Mystery of the Batwoman never came with a slipcover, so that's alright. Like, it was never produced with one in the first place, but this one was supposed to have one, but I just bought it a little bit too late. But you know what, that's alright. It's an amazing film, and I'm just happy to have it in the collection. Alrighty, then the next one here is a documentary, actually. The only documentary you'll see in my collection, and that's Necessary Evil, Supervillains of DC Comics. It's actually a really interesting watch, and if you're into DC's villains, you should definitely give it a watch. And then right here we have another animated movie. I forgot about this one. This one's also missing a slip. Batman vs. Robin, but I really enjoyed this film, and I like seeing Batman fight Robin, so why not? It's a good time. Alrighty, and then the next one right here is the complete first season of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers. So that's a pretty cool one. I really like this show. Probably the best Avengers show. I know some people might like the Disney XD one, but this one definitely takes the cake for me. It's a lot of fun, and it has some really good action in it. Alrighty, so next one right here is Earth's Mightiest Avengers Season 2 with 26 episodes. Those both have 26 episodes if you were wondering. So a lot of great content here. Pretty sure I picked them up each for $20 off Amazon. So if you want to get a chance to pick those up, definitely check there. And just awesome to have in the collection if you're a fan of cartoon superhero shows. Speaking of those, we have season 1 here at Justice League, which also comes with 26 episodes. I guess that's a bit of a trend. And yeah, just a great show right here. I know I have season 2, which I showed earlier with a slipcover, but this one I don't believe was ever produced with one, so that's why it's in this pile. And there are all of my non-slipcovered Blu-rays. Now I'm going to move on to some special ones, maybe some that I've missed, and just some that are in bigger box sets for you guys. Alrighty, so let's check that out. Okay guys, thank you for sticking this far into the video. If you're still here, now we're getting down to the final section of my Blu-ray collection, which is just some box sets that I wanted to get to show you guys, and some extra steelbooks that I forgot about earlier. So let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so the first one here is Justice League Attack of the Legion of Doom. This is a Lego Superheroes original movie, which is awesome. Really like these ones, especially since they come with a minifigure in the set that's really good value. And if you just wait for these movies to drop in price, you can get them for a really good deal. Alrighty, so the next one up is Lego DC Comics Superheroes Justice League Gotham City Breakout. This one comes with a Nightwing figure, which is pretty cool. Really enjoyed this movie as well. I think they're all actually pretty good movies, but I mean, everybody has their own preferences, so that's up to you to decide, but you should definitely give them all a chance. Don't just stick to like the theatrical releases of the Lego movies. Also check out these small like TV ones, because they're actually pretty decent and you might be surprised. Alrighty, so this one is Justice League Cosmic Clash. This one comes with another exclusive minifigure of Cosmic Boy, who you might not know. He's a little bit lesser known, but cool minifigure to get in the end, so there we go. Alrighty, and then the next one here is a Lego Scooby-Doo movie, Haunted Hollywood. Comes with a Scooby-Doo minifigure, which is really cool, and as I said before, I love Scooby-Doo, so here's another one. Lots of fun with that one. And then the final one right here for my Lego movies is Lego Star Wars The Padawan Menace. This one comes with a young Han Solo minifigure, which is really cool, and it's just overall a pretty fun movie. That's what those Lego movies are for. If you just want to have a good time, definitely just pop one in, and I'll guarantee that you'll have a pretty fun time with them. Alrighty, so the next one right here is a trilogy of movies. Pokemon the first movie, the movie 2000, and Pokemon 3. So this is a pretty cool limited edition steelbook of these movies. I really enjoy all three of these. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go the first movie, then second, then third. Because, you know, the first one's the best, in my opinion, and just a great introduction. So, yeah, there's all of those. Okay, and the next steelbook that we have right here is Watchmen, the director's cut. Zack Snyder did a great job on this movie. It's really, like, dark, but also just such a good film. Like, a really good comic book adaptation, I feel. So, you know, it's a really good movie, and if you haven't given it a chance, definitely take a look at this film, because it's actually really good and you might be surprised. And I know it might be a little bit of a lesser known one, because you know the big things like the MCU movies and some of the DCEU movies, so you might have slipped by that one without even knowing that it's out there. Alrighty, so next one here is my one DC animated movie in steelbook form, and that's Justice League Gods and Monsters. Pretty cool one right here. I enjoyed this film quite a bit. It's an Elseworld story, so that's always a lot of fun. They have a lot of creativity with those ones, because you can do whatever you want, because it's not on the original Earth. So, yeah, really fun movie right there. A little bit of a darker toned one, but still a lot of fun. Alrighty, and then the last box set right here, or like, I don't know how to say it. You'll see what I mean. So here's the Family Guy trilogy with all of those movies. The names of them are Something Something Dark Side, It's a Trap, and Blue Harvest. So that's pretty cool, and if you don't recognize this package is kind of imitating the first release, I think, of the Star Wars movies on DVD, the original trilogy. So I think that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so now that we're done this one, now we have some bigger box sets. So the first one right here is the Sing box set. So there you go. It's a pretty cool one. It's a limited time gift set, a Walmart exclusive. It just comes with a plushie in there and then just the standard Blu-ray with slipcover, but I like to keep it in the box because why not? Alrighty, and then the next one here is the same type of idea there. It's the Angry Birds movie, which I really enjoyed. Really good film right here. Lots of fun and great characters, you know. Some people probably thought, oh, how do you make a real, like, good Angry Birds movie? It's just based off a mobile game, but they actually managed to do it. Alrighty, so there is Red right there. He's pretty cool. And this one also just comes with the standard slipcover movie. Alrighty, so there we go. Okay, and now here it is, the final Blu-ray box set. Jeez, I am out of breath. Sorry about this. It has just been such a long day making this video. Started in the morning and now it's later in the day, but here it is, the final one. That is the Dark Knight trilogy. This is a pretty heavy one, but yeah, super cool. Comes with all 3 of the movies on Blu-ray in a really cool set. Let me know if you want to see a video on this set and I'll make that for you guys. But yeah, there's a quick look at that. And alrighty guys, there are all of my Blu-ray movies in one collection video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave it a like down below. And if you stayed this long, I thank you so much. Hopefully we're going to have a great year on YouTube. And it's thanks to you guys that I'm making this video. I want to make great content for you guys and make 2018 one of the best years for our channel. So hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave it a like down below and comment your thoughts as well. And I will talk to you guys next time.